So everyone's able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you. So yesterday we discussed in perform testing, what is the perform testing? So anyone can answer what is the perform testing who are joined from the last class, right? What is performance testing? Hello, Amar, Raju. So anyone have any idea what is perform testing? Okay, so everyone is able to hear or only Abhishek is talking? We lost everyone. Okay,
Um, yeah, I'm
Raju.
able to.
Yeah, you are able to hear, right? Means everyone else able. Amar, you
Yes,
are there, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Raju, you are there, right?
Yeah, I am also there.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, Kiran.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yesterday we discussed, right?
yeah.
Like what is performance testing? So that just I'm asking from that, what is performance testing?
Perform testing is the general testing purpose. We are using the
Okay.
how to
Any
system perform the
okay, how to perform the application? Okay.
application
Okay.
and
So
under the
yes,
particular
so perform testing nothing but we want to test the application behavior under various conditions, like
condition.
load point of view, stress point of view, how the application will be there. So majorly like as a real-time application, Facebook will be there. What will happen? Day-to-day users are increasing. So the users are increasing means we need test with the number of users point of view. This application, this many number of users access, their application will be not slow and the application will be not crash. So that point of view we are doing from the performance testing. So if you want to for the perform testing, we need from the tool. So we have the different tools in the market. So load runner is one, Neoload is the one of the tool, JMeter, loads and Soasta. So in our training, I will give from the load runner and JMeter because these tools we are good. So you will easy to get the job and it is everywhere every company using from the these tools only. So Neoload, loads and Swasta will be there. So that depends on the very less percentage, 0.001% they are using from the remaining tools. But most of the in this load runner JMeter also load runner it is using from the 99% of the companies using from the load runner. JMeter it is using from the for now just 5% it is increased from the now. Okay, so load runner is a license based tool means we need to buy the license. We want to test the application means we need to buy the license. Okay, for example you want to test the 2000 users, so you need to buy the 2000 users license. You want to doing from the 50,000 users, then you need to buy the 50 user license. So means if you want to do the perform testing using from the load runner means we need to buy the license. Okay, so when it is starting, right, it is a load runner, it is introduced from the HP. So HP2 it is a move to the like micro focus. Now micro focus to now it will be there. Open text is now it is occupied from the load runner. So miss, and we have the lot of versions released from the when it is started from the HP load runner. It is started from the 6.5, 7.0, 7.2, 7.5, 11.0, 11.52, 12.60, and up to like we have the like 2023 up to it is the HP and micro focus is done. Now just few months back only open text company is it is okay, now it is loading with the like load runner is maintaining from that company. Means what is the micro focus will be there, that everything they will buy from the open text and everything okay, rights will be got the open text. So now in our training as discussed yesterday, right, we need to give from the load runner and as into the JMeter. Okay, first we'll start with the load runner. Once is completed we can move to the JMeter. So Like load runner we are discussed yesterday. Like how many components in load runner? Five
in
components.
five
Five components. What are there?
virtual, virtual user generator, controller, and analyzer. Most we are using.
Okay, so what is the virtual user generator?
Like for business requirement, like user
Yeah, we want to record the business flow and it
flow.
will generate from the script statement purpose. We are using from the virtual user generator. So once you can record the business flow, that script we can push into the controller, and controller nothing but we can design the scenario and execute it with the multiple users. Once execution is completed, we need to analyze the results. So analyze the results nothing but, so if you observe here, we have the, this is the business flow of the Facebook. We are launching the URL, we are logging and we are uploading the video. Okay, uploading the video, and after that what you are doing, uploading and download video, posting the ad and log out. So this is the scenario are tested with the example some like 100 users you are tested. So what things we can do observe in the analyzer means, here your execution done with the okay 1000 or 100 users. So after execution is completed from the after 1 hour, we need to analyze the results. Okay, we can call it as a launch is one transaction, login, upload, download. This what are the steps will be there, right? Each and every we can call it as a transaction. So each and every transaction, how much response time it is happen from the average of the 1000 users. So client is given, if it is, if you execute from the 1000 users, average response time don't meet from the more than 2 seconds. That is the their SLA. SLA nothing but service level agreement. Means that is the as a client expecting. If it is a more than that, so your test is not good. If it is the less than, then your results will be good and you can send to the their report to the client. Okay. So as of now, everyone is clear. Okay, so
Yes,
virtual user generator and controller and load analyzer. And yesterday we are not discussing, right, agent process, and we have the load generator also will be there. So load generator means nothing but it will be generate the load against to the application. For example, you are executing from the 100 users exec, so you need from the to run that means we need from the one machine, like it is a one machine. In that machine need from the some configuration details or some CPU memory details. So that is the load generate nothing but simply okay, we can call it as a generate the load against to the application. What is the agent process means, it is the establish the connection between controller to load generator. So these two connectivity, how it is happen means through using from the agent process, our connection will be happen. Okay, so these all will be five components. Using these five components only, we can do from the our end-to-end testing. So once we can install the load runner software, we are able to see the installation is completed. You can see the in our okay desktop. So these three softwares, one is from the virtual user generator and controller and analysis is an analyzer. Okay, using these three components we can do from the scripting. So you are, if you want to for scripting means we can do from the virtual user generator. What is the script you are developed, that script you want executed from the multiple user means using for the controller we can do for that execution. Once execution is completed, you want to analyze the results, like each and every transaction response time, we can call it as a transaction response time. So launch, login, this, right? So each and every one transaction, launch how much time it is happened, login how much time it is happened. So where we can analyze means using for the analyzer, and we need to find from the any issues or any bottlenecks, we can call it as a performance testing language, we can call it as a bottlenecks. Bottleneck nothing but it's issues or errors, we can call it as that. Okay, so for example, if you observe here, so this transaction is the download video. How much time it is happened as of now here? Just we are assuming 3.5 seconds. So client is what is the SLA? What is the client SLA?
It's 2
2
seconds.
seconds. 2
2
seconds.
seconds. But it is more than that or less
More.
than or equal to. It is more than SLA. So
More
client
than.
will accept.
Not.
Client will be not accept. If not accept means what we can do? We need to check from the this download why it is taken from the 3.5 seconds. That is the where what is the cause of the bottleneck, that response time could be high. Yesterday we seen if it is a CPU memory also not good, like it is already 80% is occupied CPU memory, then if you don't have sufficient memory and CPU, then our response time could be high because it is a waiting will be happen. So because of that your response time could be high. That is the one reason. Otherwise DB side one reason, network side if your network also not good, what will happen? Obviously it is a loading phase will be loading will happen, means it is taking from the high response time. Okay, so those are we can call it as a bottleneck, CPU memory and network and DB. So those are we can call it as a bottlenecks. So now we can jump to the load runner architecture. Load runner architecture. So as a load runner we have the architecture will be there. So how it is their architecture and what are the things will be there in the architecture we can see now. Okay, so everyone able to see? Yes, right. So we can observe this is the load runner architecture.
Yes.
Here we need to see the what we observe our components. We use nothing but virtual user generator and controller and analyzer. AP nothing but agent process. LG nothing but load generator. And as same to the we have the servers also will be there. We have the web server, app server, DB server will be there. Okay, so how this will work means, for example, you are logging, you are giving from the username password and you are clicking from the login button. So what will happen means when you are doing that, right, the controller to the request will go into the LG first. Okay, if you click from the login button, immediately it is going to the LG. Through whom it is going? AP nothing but agent process. So this agent process is establishing the connection between the load generator to controller. We have the multiple load generators also will be there. So like LG1, LG2, LG3, we can call the LG nothing but load generator. So when you are click from the login button, the request is going to the LG. The request, the LG will be sent to the again web server, and web server it is sent to the app server, and app server the same request it will send to the DB server, and it will search the details. Okay, username password. Username is Kiran, username password is 123. It will be there, not there, it will check. Okay, it will be there, then it is sent the go to the next page. You are sending the request and you are get the response. Okay, this DB server it will send the okay, go to the next page, and the app server it is same response will send to the web server, and web server same response will send to the here, and finally LG also it will send to the same to here response. So means you are sending the request, you are getting the response. Okay, so means we are sending the request, you are getting the response. So this round trip of request and response we can call it as a response time. So means, so this is the response time. Just now we discussed, right, login is this much time happen, upload this much download. So how it is calculating means using from the our architecture. Based on this, it is calculated from the like this. So sending the request and getting from the response, it will be calculated as a response time. See, the round trip of request and response is called as a response time. Sometimes what happen? So some DB server, for example, username password, you are given wrong details. Immediately you will get from the in your system username password is wrong, you will get. So that is also it is getting the response, but that is an invalid response. Okay, means as a server it is sending that okay username password incorrect message is that is the sending from the response from the back to the here. So means we are sending the request, we are getting the response, that is called as a response time. Everyone clear this?
Yes.
Yeah. So again I will show one example also. Okay, no worry. Okay, just we'll see the one application. So for example login only we are doing. Okay, you are entering from the username, password you are entered. Okay, and click from the login button. So if you click login button, so you can compare from the our architecture. So means here it is starting like the if you click login button, immediately the request is going to the LG to web server, app server, DB server, and DB server immediately it will check the details and you are getting from the response from the like this it is going to the successful login page. So after that, okay, so sometimes if you give from the wrong details, so you can observe. So we'll give from the wrong details also. Click from the login button. You will get from the immediate message invalid username password. How it is happen means using further this mechanism. Okay, so it is sending the response like this from the server. Even though developer side also they have the this web servers and those also it will send the response like this. Is clear everyone? Loader architecture. Anyone have any doubts? You can ask me. Interview will ask from the loader architecture. Draw the loader architecture and explain. So everyone is clear?
Yes, clear.
Yes, thank you. Let's move to the our okay. Now next step will be PT life cycle, performance testing life cycle. Means you want to do the performance testing means we need to follow from the some steps like process, performance testing process, or what is our roles and responsibilities. If anyone asks means we need to give from the same answers. Okay, so like if anyone asks from the what is the PT life cycle or what is the process following your organization or what is the your roles and responsibilities, we need to give from the these 10 steps. So first thing is the POC, proof of concept. Second is the NFR, and third is the so test plan and workload model preparation and test data and script recording and enhancements and design scenario and test execution, result analysis, reporting and recommendation and risk and mitigation. So you can observe up to this you guys will be know. Just now we discussed as a components. So script recording and enhancements where we can do. Just now we discussed right components, script recording and enhancements where we can do.
Control.
No,
Script.
script nothing but business flow where we
Business.
can where we can record. So where we can record.
Virtual user generator.
See, business flow, nothing but any business flow like this, we can call it as a this kind of things, business flow. So this business flow recording and this it will generate from the script statements. Like script recording and where we can do means where we can do virtual user generator. We can design the scenario and test execution where we can do design nothing but how many user you want to execute, okay, and test execution means just click from the execution button where we can do
the controller.
Controller, because what is the controller, nothing but we can design the scenario and execute with the multiple user point of view we are using from the controller. Okay, good. So next step, results analysis and reporting recommendation.
That is analyzer.
Analyzer. So means using for the analyzer, we can analyze the results like we are as per client expectation, as per service level agreement, SLA, we can call it as SLA. We are meet the response time or not, we need to check. And if it is a response time is good, then you need to prepare the report. And if you have any recommendation, you need to provide this. And risk and mitigations, nothing but maybe your results is not good. It is some transactions happen from the more high response time. Then where is that issue? You need to identify. Those are it is coming to the risk and mitigation part. It's clear. 5th to 10th points, everyone.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you. So now we'll come to the first point, POC, proof of concept. Okay. Okay, proof of concept. Proof of concept, nothing but one project, very new project is came. Client is don't know from the anything from the application. He don't know from the anything from the performance testing. Which tool we need to use, he don't know. Which protocol we need to use, he don't know. Anything he don't know. So he told as a please do perform testing. This project is given. But he don't know anything. Then we need to prepare the one proof of concept. Like we should be first understand the business flow of the application. If it is a banking application, so what are the things, what is the business flow? Like banking means withdraw and checkbook request. So this will be there, right? Not only banking means yeah, the loans will be there, debit cards will be there, credit cards will be there. Okay, so everything it is coming to the banking. Okay, so we need to understand the business flow. If it is a water, maybe you should understand the business flow. And after that, you should be understand the which tool suitable for this application. Whether it is load runner, it could be neither it is a JMeter or any Neoload. So which tool is suitable for this application? Which protocol suitable for this application? Maybe it is a web-based application. We can go with the web HTTP HTML protocol. Maybe it could be SAP project, SAP application. Then we need to, okay, SAP protocol we need. So means before actually client will be don't know means we need to gather this all details. Okay, this is the business flow. This business flow is the this tool is suitable. Okay, load runner is fine for this, and this is the protocol is good for this. Based on that, what you should do means you can record this simple business scenario. Okay, one scenario like any one of the launch login, and after that any one of the scenario you can record, and you can execute with the minimal users like 1 to 5 users and report to the client. Okay, you need to report as a okay, we are using from the load runner tool, protocol is a web HTML, we are recorded simple business scenario and we are executed with the minimal users. This is the report. So based on that client should understand that okay, so this tool is the results will be good, then you can start doing from the testing. So that we need to do the as a proof of concept. So when we can do means this is the only from the it is a brand new project, they don't know anything, then only we can prepare. So I have the 10 years experience. In that I am not prepared one proof of concept also I am not done. Okay, but interview point of view, so what I explain, right, you need to explain from the same way. That is the very important thing. Okay, so once proof of concept is completed, so next step will be we need to gather the NFR, non-functional requirements. So we are a performance testing means we are a non-functional requirements. We are not a functional requirements. Functional nothing but it's a manual testing. Okay. So that is the coming to the functional, but we are non-functional requirements. That means we are not tested the entire functionality. Okay. For example, Facebook application will be there. We are not tested for the entire things. What are the critical scenarios? Mostly user accessing those pages, so those pages only we need to test. Those we can come to the critical business scenarios. So means if you want to from the performance testing, what are the non-functional requirements we can gather a client means first one is the critical business transaction, CBT nothing but critical business transaction. Okay, for example, Facebook application will be, so launch login and upload video is a one scenario, download video is one scenario, and comment and click on the like is there. So it is happen very within the millisecond, right? Like, so if you need to test that, so that is not a CBT because very less users using that, and as same to that is not taking from the less than millisecond also it is not taking. So means what are the critical, it's not the critical business transactions, those are we are not do the performance testing. Means one application will be there. Okay, I will show from the any one application. Okay, for example, this application will be there. Okay, for this application we can do from the like our functional testing means we can test with the just any click from the some fish, and after that you are selecting the product and we can do that. But functional point of view what they can do, so they will test with the each and every also dogs also they will click and each and every point. Okay, its alignment is correct and every step next step is going or not they will check. So but we need to test only from the mostly user accessing which pages are using access. For example, ENOD paper there online. Assume that everyone will be mostly using which pages are they are using. So in front of the page, everyone will be see the front of the page in online. I'm telling, okay. And after that, everyone will be see the interesting politics, and after that movies, and after that only like sports page. So means we have the many pages, but everyone will be not see the all the pages. Only less numbers will be see the some pages. Means now in this ENOD application, what are the critical business scenarios? Front page, okay, political page, and as to the like we have the movies and as to the sports. So this is fine. We have that more than 20 pages will be there. That but here we are doing from the perform testing only for these four. So like that, each and every application, we need to ask the client, what are the critical business transaction from the your application? You need to ask and you need to gather for those details. It's clear everyone? Then next will be average response time. So average response time nothing but, so each and every transaction, so like this. So launch login upload is there, right? This is the each and every transaction. What is the SLA? That is also we need to ask from the client. We are not decide this is the 2 second, this is the 3 second, this is the 1 second. We are not decide. So you should ask from the client. So based on from the transaction also, see you can observe upload video, download video will be there. These are the most like time taken things. So they are giving from the this is the 3 second, remaining is the 2 second also they will give. So that point of view, each and every transaction, what is the average response time also we need to ask from the client and put it in the one document. Okay, and apart from that we need to gather from the peak hours and off peak hours. Peak hours nothing but, so like your application is there, Facebook example, okay? So Facebook what will happen after evening hours, okay, like 5 to 10 night, okay, what will happen, users are many users coming to that time and they are doing from the their transaction, like they are doing from the login, comment, chatting and uploading a download video, watching and ad posting, they are doing from these things. So at that time will be load will be more, so that is why those hours we can call it as a peak hours. Off peak hours nothing but load will be very less, like is the morning hours, early morning 5 to evening like up to like 2 o'clock is the off peak hours, because everyone is going to the offices, everyone is going to the school, college and everyone, right? So at that time will be load will be less. So we need to ask from the client, what are the peak hours of the your application, what is the off peak hour of the your application. We need to ask them and we need to get them. And apart from this, we need to ask from the which pages are mostly user accessing. We need to ask, like for this application, which pages are mostly user accessing. You need to ask, and those details also we can note down. And apart from this, we need to gather from the CPU and memory. For current application, what are the configuration of the CPU memory? You need to ask. So these details we can gather from the client. Who will provide the non-functional requirements? Who will provide the non-functional documents? Client. Who will provide the? Client will be provided. Means ourselves we are not decide. This is the CBT. This is the response time. This is the CPU memory. So we are not decide. So our client will be provided from the all the details. You can note down and you can put it in one document. Maybe client will be no, then he will provide from the all details. If client also don't know, then what is your approach? So these cases we can divide as a three cases. One is from the client doesn't know application and application is production. Means application is live. And if not, client is doesn't know application and application not in production. This time application is not in production also. How we can gather the non-functional requirements? My next step, client doesn't know application and application not in production. We don't have commutator also. So using these three steps, we can gather from the non-functional requirements. When means client will be don't know from the non-functional requirements. He will know everything, then he will provide, then we are happy. If not, then using these three cases, we need to identify our non-functional requirements. Non-functional requirements means critical business transactions, average response time, what is the peak hour, what is the off peak hour, and which pages are mostly user accessing, what is the CPU, what is the memory. So with this we need to ask from this all details. So today I'm stopping up to this, okay, because it is only from this part only we have the discuss from the up to this only we have this, and after that everything will be next class onward after up to year completed. So everything will be practical only. There is no okay discussion. Okay, only for today only we have the discussion about these steps. Okay. So anyone have any doubts? You can ask me, okay? Any doubts you can ask me. Amar, Abhishek, Raju.
No, I am good. So
Sriram, for the practical sense, we need to download the applications now in the
Yeah,
system.
we can download also we can do. Okay, using from the your mail ID, you can give the mail ID and you can download. And
Mhm.
I have the software also. I will share to the
Oh,
everyone also.
okay, great.
Yeah. So Okay, we can meet from the tomorrow and we'll continue our classes. Okay, thank you for joining and we'll meet from tomorrow.
Thank you, Shreya.
Yeah, thank you everyone. Bye everyone.